Hello, welcome to the EagleSix test video. Today we're going to be testing this Tokyo Marine SGR12. That's a lovely looking gun. So this customer has requested that we do a level 1 power spring upgrade, which we've done. We set that to an M95 AES spring, so which is sort of the second most powerful spring that we do. We do 3 springs in total, and that's the second most powerfulest. We've also fit. So we've done no hop modifications, so that's as if, you know, as it comes out from the box from TM. So no barrel upgrades, no hop rubber upgrades, or arm upgrades, or anything like that. We've done the motor upgrade. So it's got a Nuprol high torque motor. So when we're putting in the bigger spring, obviously that can put extra strain, if you know what I mean, on the fact that it is really huge spring. So obviously extra motor and battery drain, and, you know, poor trigger response and stuff. So we've obviously installed that motor and just shimmed up for that, just to make sure that it's you know, all good and as low efficiency and low amp draw as we can possibly get it. So that's all installed, and we've also changed the original mosfet on there over to a PICOAAB mosfet. That the reason why we don't keep the original AA one, the original TM one that was on there, is that sometimes once we've done the motor upgrade and the spring upgrade, the battery drain on these, it can be quite quick. So which is why we recommend the bigger batteries if you can get the 2200s or the 1600s in there. We find that they get to a low power setting very quickly, and then the TM battery, TM MOSFET kicks in with its low battery detection stuff, and basically you find that you sort of about halfway through your batteries, you know, the TM MOSFET is continually shutting off the gun, when we all know that there's more life to that you know, Lipo still left in it, you know. So obviously it's just proved annoying, if you know what I mean, enough times during our testing that we recommended and just went straight for just removing it and fitting the Pico. Now that was a while ago, so we're toying with the idea of doing some new tests, especially with these new motors that are coming out, the warhead ones, maybe combining the warhead with the TM one, just to see if we get sort of similar issues, because obviously they're a very powerful motor, but obviously that's for another build time. So yeah, so that's why obviously we've wired the so obviously we've replaced the motor at the back here, and then we've rewired, but interestingly we've actually put the MOSFET inside the grip here. So normally we install at the back here, just by the motor, but we thought we'd try a different method of putting it in here, and then obviously, you know, it did provide a bit more room for the actual MOSFET itself. However, the wiring of it was it just felt more painful to me in terms of wiring it. So I don't think we'll probably end up doing that in the future. I think we'll just keep it sort of all neatly around here in this area here. It does mean that it's a tight fit when you're trying to reassemble all this, but I think I still found it easier, if you know what I mean, than there. Obviously, all of our MOSFET that we fit on there is a complete circuit and completely separate of the original TM MOSFET, which we'll be returning. So you can literally just unplug it, because we haven't cut or joined in anything to the original loom that's there. We've used proper connections that are disconnectable, you know, so and basically you just unplug it if you ever wanted to go back to the original TM one. So that's obviously been returned. So FPS wise, it wasn't chronoing massively high, but it's quite a difficult one to tell with regards to these, because obviously they are tri-shots, so 3 shots going across the chrono at the same time. I have set it up for range on 2.8, I think I set it up to, in terms of range and accuracy, and it was going well, you know. So yeah, so there is a lot of pressure currently set on, so that may be lowering the FPS a bit, but it was coming out at 274, so which is definitely obviously better than, you know, the stock gun out of the box. But yeah, there's I was kind of hoping for a sort of, you know, at least over 300 in terms of that FPS figure, but it's definitely, like I say, got the upgraded spring in there. And yeah, sometimes they can just be a bit funny when we're chronoing, and ultimately we can only go by the thing that the reading that we're getting. But yeah, the speed to target certainly looks better, and it just looks like it's you know, definitely performing better downrange. So it's even though it doesn't directly translate across the chrono, it's still definitely there, and it's still definitely moving a lot quicker. So so we'll obviously just demonstrate it working. We can put some ammo in it. So we've still technically got some work to do on this one. The box mag that the customer's ordered with the remote wiring, we're actually out of stock of the remote wiring at the moment. So, but that's not going to stop me being able to actually test it and get this video done, so we can move this part forward. But obviously, at some other point, we're going to have to, you know, do the modification, the remote modification to the box mag as soon as that comes back into stock. But we just thought we'd get the other tests out of the way with. Every time this is fired, it's firing 3 shots, so it does rinse these mags pretty quickly. There we go. So it's all good, all working. Hopefully it's exactly what you want, but please feel free to double check the specifications and build just to make sure it's exactly what you've requested, and if not, let us know. But otherwise, hopefully we can, obviously once the box mag comes in, we can obviously get it sent out to you, the wiring anyway, and then yeah, you can start enjoying this. So thank you very much.